chocolate cream cheese frosting and homemade chocolate cake. That's what we're making. Yummy! Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Rosie Cooks. I'm making a homemade chocolate cake. This is so easy. Right here I have 2 cups all-purpose flour. To that I'm going to add 2 cups white sugar, 1/2 cups of unsweetened cocoa, 1 teaspoon of salt. This right here is 1 teaspoon of powdered sugar and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now I'm going to mix this together. In the same bowl, I'm adding 2 eggs, 1 cup of milk, 1 stick of melted butter, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Now I'm going to mix this together. Everything's mixed. Now this was the interesting part about this recipe. You get hot water, just hot enough. I microwaved it for about a minute. And you mix this in. The batter is supposed to get kind of thin, and then we're going to put it in our pans. Right here I have 2 9-inch cake pans. They've been sprayed with a baking spray. I'm going to add my batter to my pans. I filled up my cake pans as equally as I could eyeball it. Now I have a 350-degree oven, and I'm going to bake these 35 to 45 minutes. But first, I'm just going to do this just so that there's no air bubbles. My cakes are done. I cooked them 35 minutes until I can stick a toothpick in it, and it came out clean. Now I'm just going to let them completely cool off. So here we go. I'm going to make a cream cheese chocolate frosting. Right here, this is cream cheese and a stick of unsalted butter. That butter and the whipped cream, totally room temperature. Powdered sugar, 3 cups. Here's 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa. A teaspoon of vanilla and salt. And now I'm going to whip this together. At first, your frosting is going to look clumpy. Just keep on mixing it, and it'll start to look creamy after a while. The longer you mix it, the more beautiful color it becomes. It gets a lighter color. So I mixed it for about 7 minutes. So first things first, I have a baggie. I'm going to spray the inside of this baggie with a nonstick baking spray. I'll turn it inside out like this, and I'm just going to spray it. There's a method to my madness. Okay, so now I'm going to get, let me see. I'm going to take 3 heaping spoonfuls, and I'm just going to put them in here. The reason for that cooking spray is just so that it doesn't stick so much to the bag. So now right here I have the edge of my bag, and I'm going to cut maybe just like a little medium point. Now let me get my cake. So here's 1/2 of my cake. I'm going to take my bag, and I'm going to make an edging. Not at the total end part of my cake, but just like this. Okay, still have some. I'll use it for the rest of the cake. In fact, I guess I can just put it in the middle. And just spread it all over. My frosting tastes really good, you guys. So now I brought in my second cake, and I'm going to start adding the rest of my frosting. So here's my cake, you guys. It really looks good. I mean, I'm not a professional, but it's gonna taste really good. I've already tasted some of the crumbs from the bottom. I've tasted this frosting. It's very tasty. I will cut into it. I added some chocolate sprinkles on top just for the heck of it. But this is a homemade cake. I didn't go out to the barn to get those eggs, and I didn't milk a cow for the milk. But this is homemade. Let me get a nice piece. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, this is my chocolate cake. It is homemade. Everything is homemade. The cream cheese chocolate frosting and the cake. Really easy, homemade. Now I'm gonna taste it. Let's see. Ooh. That frosting is so creamy. And the cake is really moist. This is a good recipe if you want street credit when people come over. I made this cake. This is a really good cake. Chocolate, cream cheese frosting, and homemade chocolate cake. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you next time.